Checkity check. Do we have anything? Yes, we do. What we don't have is game sound. We have me sound. But we don't have game sound, and I think that's in Diablo. Sound output device. Oh, voice meter input. Everything's good there. What I'm missing is game sound. Pretty sure. No? Sound output device. Voice meter input. Check 1, 2. Yeah, we just don't have game sound. Is what's missing. That should be coming from here, so not really sure. Why am I not getting game sound? Just trying to figure out and punch through why we're not getting game sound. Because you can hear my voice, but you can't hear the game. I can hear the game in my headset. But you can't hear the game in stream. And that's not cool. That is no cool. It's just whatever the game is outputting sound to is not playing. Audio output capture. Maybe let's just turn that up. Yeah, nothing. Okay. C game sound coming through on the channel. If I mute this. I have the mic muted for obvious reasons, but I still don't have game sound coming out. I just have me. Voice meter input. Voice meter input. Cable output. Voice meter. Yeah. Well, for now, I can't figure out why I don't have game sound, but we can play Diablo, and we can talk about it, and we can stream it. So you don't need to hear the sound of the game to understand what's happening within it. You can hear me. So anyway, my name is Dante. My gamer name, anyway. My real name's Dan. And we play Diablo 4. We play Rogue mostly, although I've also played Sorcerer and a little Barbarian. I play hardcore, but I play hardcore mostly. But I also play some softcore, and I killed both my hardcore tunes this season, I should say. So, yeah. SP Sure mic, audio input capture is maxed out. I don't understand why that's not happening. Uh, but anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Um, doing a couple of nightmare dungeons. Probably run a little Helltide, kill a world boss when the time is right, if I didn't miss it already, which I did. Yeah, so if you want to be run through some nightmare dungeons, I'm doing probably running people through 50s, but myself I can do in the 80s. I'm gonna do an Akan's Grasp. Oops. I can go higher. I've done the ones in the 90s. I can't consistently finish them. Sometimes we can't finish. So we want to I'm trying to finish leveling my glyphs. So we want to do ones we know we can finish and we know we can get that glyph XP. It's crucially important. Akan's Grasp. So the first one is Bloodstone Pedestals. So yeah, I hate when we have to do these more than one Bloodstone or more than one item to be carried to the pedestal because you can only carry one at a time. And there's only one of me. Makes no sense. Not a very good plan. And I usually don't stream when I'm playing hardcore because you got to concentrate so much on what I'm doing. Can't make a mistake. I wanted to stream when I was leveling my rogue, but when I got close to the 100 phase, I was like, man, I don't want to be streaming and die because I'm not paying attention to the game. I'm paying attention to the stream and all of that happy horse shit. So I ended up, cutting myself off a little bit there and not streaming. I would have had more fun maybe. I would have died still, but I probably would have had more fun doing it. Always have fun when I stream. Even when there's nobody there, which is usually. I have fun when I stream. It feels like there's somebody there hanging out with me. And if you're joining me on YouTube or Facebook, good morning. I hope you're having a great day so far. Those are my channels, YouTube. Please subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Come and see me again when I'm playing these games. We streamed a little Starfield. That game really fell flat on its face, huh? It was very hyped up. Kind of surprised about how hyped up that game was and how it failed to deliver on the excitement that it promised, and then how people just let Bethesda get away with it. Like Diablo didn't put out a very good game to start with, and they got lambasted for it. I don't know how you get away with putting out a new game and having it not be good, like Starfield turned out to be. Oh, there's one of our oh, that's a shrine cap. Never mind. That's not an objective. Well, it's a side objective, but it's got a lot of these pretty great shrines in here. Let's kill the whole thing on shrines. Wouldn't bother me none. There's a bloodstone, and it's accompanying elites who wilted like butter in the face of the shrine. Now, anybody who's watched me at all knows I usually will carry, even though it means I have to run a little bit further. I carry this guy because he gives me a 25% run buff. So if I can fight and have that buff, even if I have to make a little run back, it behooves me to keep the buff. So rather than drop this bloodstone off the pedestal, I'm just going to carry it to the other bloodstone until I find it and fight my way to it. There it is. So now I don't have to I didn't have to fight too much, but often a lot of fighting to be done, easier to do with a 25% run speed buff. It means I have to run a little extra at the end of the dungeon because I have to make 2 trips, but I don't care because half the run is done at a high speed anyhow. All right, here we go. Demonstrating what I mean by that. So this is the screwy part where I'm done and I have to make 2 trips. Repops, always a not insulting thing to have repops because that little last bit of trash is gonna do what the rest of the dungeon couldn't do. Take me out. Ha ha. It's not. So, um, I'm playing on the PC. It's a couple of years old, but it's a very good PC. It's a 5.1 gigahertz overclocked GPU or CPU. This GPU is an NVIDIA 3080 Ti, which I paid very too much money for, overpaid for badly. Wish I had that money back right now. um, and it has 128 gigabyte RAM, which is overkill to the max. I'll never use that much, no matter what I do with the computer. But I like having it because RAM is where things fail. So if you have way too much of it, the chances of it failing or slowing down or having a problem are really low. All right, I'm going to put my boss killing gear on here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that so soon. I have no armor right now. I shouldn't have done that. Well, actually, it's okay. Getting a phone call, which is very unusual for this time of day. It's probably spam. Get rid of that call. Thanks for the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch can get rid of that call. Oh, if you happen to be here today, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Hope you got a good Valentine. I got one. My wife, the greatest Valentine one and anyone could ever have. And that's not just talk. All right, I need to put my gear back on, kill these other guys. Doot, doot, doot. That's boss killing gear. We're not killing bosses just yet. And I don't like the way this is going. This is a little strange. Let's clean this up a bit. There's one of them. I usually will take these blockers out first. Any defensive style guys, I usually will try to take them out first. All right, I think we got one of the Vampire Lords, and I thought we had both of them there, but that's not the case. So we've got to kill the other Vampire Lord. There he's hiding down this hallway. What's up, guy? Oh, he went back out. He's a blocker as well. Boy, he was easy. Dropped like a ton of bricks. I'm going to put this stuff on now and kill some trash. Spend some power, energy. All right. Now we're ready to be a boss killer. Should be able to one-shot this boss or pretty close to it if I pop him the right way. Yes! I love it when that plan comes together. It's not that big of a challenge, but I'm just glad I could do it. I've not been like a one-shotter on bosses, so that was kind of sweet. There's my fourth Paragon glyph to 21, and now we just got one more. So it would be a good time to talk about what Paragon glyphs we're using. Night Stalker, Versatility, Exploit, Canny, and Combat is the last one. So Night Stalker is the only one that's not leveled to 21. Show you my Paragon board real quick. The first board we use Canny. The second board we use Exploit. We rack up some serious dex or strength around that. The third board we're using Combat. That's where intelligence comes into play. Love this board. The fourth board we are using Versatility, and that is giving 150% bonus to all these blues, these rare nodes. And then on the fifth board, we're using Night Stalker, and that's for intellect. But then there's a sixth board where we're not using a glyph. We're just using it to get to Eldritch Bounty, which gives extra max resistance and increased damage in a specific imbuement category, which means when I shoot off my first shadow imbuement, the second one's getting 20% increased damage, assuming I shoot it off within 9 seconds, which always happens. Always, always, always that happens. All right, so that's the Paragon board. The skill tree is pretty simple. It's a standard PenShot skill tree. You've got your puncture all the way through fundamental. You've got your PenShot, I'm missing a rank, and Rapid Fire, again, missing a rank. I normally probably would have gone into into advanced Rapid Fire, but it's bugged. The advanced rapid fire and precision cancel each other out, so you're only getting the benefit of advanced rapid fire if you shoot that while you have stacks of precision. They have to fix that. I was hoping they would do that in patch 1.32, but they did not touch it. Pathetic. Again, I have so many complaints with Blizzard right now, and the main one is how fun this season is or how not fun. Like I keep asking myself, am I having fun? Is this fun? And I'm kind of not getting a yes answer a lot, and it's not really great. And it's got a lot to do with those traps and the choppy play style of the season, where instead of flowing through dungeons and ripping through and hacking and slashing your way through dungeons, it's very choppy and very stop start stop start. You're moving and then you stop to kill stuff and then you're moving and then you stop to avoid a trap, and it's whenever I complain about this, people say, "Oh, well, you can just ignore the traps." Well, yeah, but that's not the point. The seasons are supposed to bring mechanics that are fun and new and exciting, and that's not. The traps are not. The Seneschal is, though. I'll give him credit for that. Seneschal's fun. I wonder how they're gonna go about keeping the Seneschal in the game after this season, because they can't justify taking that away now that we have it. I mean, I just can't see them taking that away. Now let's go just look through our loot, which is yet another Blizzard, I don't even conundrum where I'm spending my time ferrying trash to the blacksmith and then meticulously looking over each piece to make sure it's not an upgrade of a tiny upgrade where I can get a little bit more armor out of my chest or squeeze a little more damage out of my gloves. That's the game. And again, not incredibly fun. No loot filter, no way to know how to kind of pick up stuff that's good and leave stuff on the ground that's shitty, and just some stuff that people have pointed out that's very, very obvious. They started figuring a lot of it out in D3 and incorporating quality of life improvements into the game through the cube, through the altar. Um, I'm not really sure how you have all that knowledge from 10 years of developing a really pretty good game and then just ignoring it when you make the sequel. It doesn't really add up for me. I'm not sure who's responsible for that, but that was a bad decision to just pretend D3 didn't exist when you made this game. Anywho, so my gloves are really good. I'm missing a rank of pen shot and rapid fire, but I have all four affixes rolled correctly. And the only thing I would go for is 4 ranks of pen shot and rapid fire over 3 with the same affixes. Otherwise, this pair is not good to me. Pants I have pretty good. I really still need armor on my pants instead of, well, I'm wearing the wrong pair right now too. So DR armor, DR from close, DR from distance on pants. My boots are perfect. Rings could use some work. So I do look at rings, but they're not great. And this is probably my biggest weakness is my neck. And this wouldn't be a terrible neck, but mine is all defense. If you look at my current neck, let's put the regular gear on, and then the real neck, you can see it's all defense except for the imbuement skills. Damage reduction from distant, damage reduction from close, DR. Could roll total armor on it instead of damage reduction from close, but since it's a max roll, I left it alone. Now, I'm not supposed to need this much defense, but I do to do the higher level dungeons. Until I get an armor roll on my pants, I think I'm going to be in this predicament where my neck has to be a defensive piece. Don't really want it that way, but that's the way it is for me right now. Oh, and let's delete any of these sigils that we don't want. And I don't do Stormbanes. I don't do Death Pulse. I do Nightmare Portal. That one's good. I don't do Drifting Shade. So if I ever run together, you'll know I have good sigils. I meticulously go through my sigils to make sure that the ones we're running are fun and doable, and I don't have to do, a full clear for carrying someone to get through the dungeon. You don't have to worry about Stormbanes popping off on you while I'm leveling you or any of that kind of crazy stuff. All right. Anyway, hey, let's just go do that one that we just had there. Vault of Stone. I don't really love Vault of Stone, but let's do it anyway. Not my favorite vault. It's not his vault. If you're a fan of Carl Pilkington, you'll know. It's not his vault is a very specific joke. Yeah. All right. So this is a level 88 Vault of Stone. Not promising we're going to finish this. I have failed in the high 80s. Yeah, you can tell that the cadence for this character is 1, 2, 3, pen fire, 1, 2, 3, pen fire. That's pretty much the pattern. And if you have condemnation, which you should if you're running this build, it's pretty much a must. Um, then you can, wow, you can generate 3 combo points a lot faster than that. I couldn't move. You can generate combo points a lot faster than that. Often. But it's hard to keep an eye on combo points and also the screen. So even when you get the 3 combo points right away, it's like I'm still doing 3 casts before I do a pen shot. 1, 2, 3, bam. See, ooh, like what is hitting me? I'm standing in poison. Clean up the mess. I'm gonna start considering not doing Nightmare Portal because it slows you down a lot and it ends up leaving mobs in places I don't want them in and that kind of crap. I don't usually die in the run up to the dungeon either. So, like I said, I'm not promising we're gonna finish this. It's very possible I could use up all my revives, and that's all right. I'm not gonna get mad. It's easy to get stressed out by that. I'm picking up some good quality gear. Got some 925 gear in my pocket. There's no reason to get frustrated over not finishing. Yeah, I just don't care. I used to care, I just don't care. If I was playing hardcore, I'd care. If I was playing hardcore, I'd be being a lot more careful. And that's the thing. You get sloppy when you play softcore. If you're a hardcore player, softcore encourages sloppy play. It encourages lazy play. Usually a pretty sharp player who avoids death. When I'm playing softcore, like I'm so glad I don't have to concentrate that I totally let my guard down, and it's not good. But it's a good way to stream because I can split my attention between the stream. Oh, hey, Oh, spicy site. What does getting to 21 do? So, just starting getting to 21 um in your Paragon just continues to amp up what these things do. So it's doing, you can see here, 43.6 shadow damage. If it wasn't 21, it would only be doing like 25% shadow damage. So continuing to level your glyphs pushes their amount of bonus they give you, and each one does a different bonus. So that one, it's shadow damage. For this one over here, continuing to pump it up gives me extra core skill, extra armor, extra intelligence and strength, which I need because I got to hit certain breakpoints for intelligence. As you can see here, to set off this bonus, I need 540 intelligence, so that bonus intelligence really helps. So leveling your glyphs, that's definitely what getting those to 21 does, is helps you improve your character further beyond what it can do with gear and stuff. And Burn One, thank you for asking, and thanks for being here. Um, yeah, I don't want to do any cute try-on hauls, but thank you. That would be funny if I did a try-on haul. You don't see too many guys doing try-on hauls. Do you? I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not the audience that they're looking for, probably. If, ugh, you would think that I couldn't play this game, but I can. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll start a hardcore character after this, and then you'll see the danger of hardcore. Here's a fun thing. When you're halfway through the dungeon and you die, and then they put you so far back in the dungeon that you have to run through most of what you've already ran through to get back to the place where you were at. I love that. It's so much fun. That's sarcasm, in case you didn't know. And I'm being a little hard on the game right now. I do really enjoy this game, but I'm struggling this season. It's not really a fun game this season, as much fun as it was last season. Season 2 was good. Season 2, I liked what they did with the vampiric talents. It was very cool. Metamorphosis was a very cool skill. And let's go this way. See, they got PenShot just blows up rooms when it's properly set up. I'm just being lazy and not setting my shots up very well. When I take the time and set my shots up correctly and it looks very cool, you rip down an entire room of mobs with one shot. It's really fun. It's a good advertisement for the build when you can just take down entire rooms full of stuff with one shot. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, it's not smooth this season. It's very choppy to move around and keep clearing. Last season felt a lot more fluid. All right, moving on. This is not a good room to go into. I don't even know why I went in there. All right, here's our. I've been looking for this place. And this is another thing, is like there's no precision in the game, but you have precise movements that are necessary to avoid the traps. But the movement speed, the way you move around in the game it's not precise. I'm moving with the mouse clicking. You can move WASD, but that's new. I haven't explored it yet, and I don't want to be trying brand new stuff while I'm figuring out how to navigate a very difficult trap-laden dungeon. I don't want to be trying to, oh, hey, let me switch to keyboard and See how I do. No. Oh, is that Son of Malphus? No. Okay. I was gonna say that's an awfully big guy. I can't move. I'm stunned. Yeah. This is not a good moment. It actually is a good moment because I'm surviving it. All right, let's get in here. See what we can do. Oh, we got more stunners. Let's get over here and clean up a little bit. One thing as a rogue is you can never stand still for very long. Hey man, wow. Was not expecting to die to that trash mob that was almost dead. Absolutely not. Well, if I die again, we're done here. And I'm okay with that as well. I just don't care that much. Yeah, Duriels. I do not have any mats for Duriel. I would totally run you, but I do not have mats. I can probably. I'm not even sure I can one-shot Duriel, but I can definitely kill Duriel. And if you want to send me a friend request, I'll put my Blizzard deal in. Here we go. Diablo 10, number 1357 is my friend. So send me a friend request and we can run some Duriels. I'd love to do that. I have eggs. I don't have shards. I will be glad to share my eggs with you, but I don't have any shards right now for Duriel. Very cool, Burn One. I would love to run some with you. I need the Shaco from Duriel. It's the only thing my build really calls for. Although if I found the Doombringer, I would definitely equip it. Oh, well, there you go. Done. Didn't finish. That's okay. Don't care that much. But I'm gonna try if I can see if I can get Burn One 415 to run some Duriels. Let's see. Let's see if I got that friend invite. Social. Let's add a friend. Let's see what happens if I say Burn One 415. Nope. Number 415. Oh, okay. Maybe that worked. Maybe that's him. If it is, then we can run some. Burn One, I don't know if you're still there, but I just sent you, I believe, I sent you a friend request. So we could party up. If not, let me know. And I'm checking chat a lot more frequently now that I know you're there. All right, so going through the loot. Let's sort. I don't look at helmets because I have the Godslayer crown. Don't need it. The chest we look at, that's not a good one. Icy Alchemist. Let me see, that's about 2,600 and change. It's not a great roll. No, it's about 2,900. It's not a great roll. The crossbow itself doesn't have great affixes on it. Not that mine does, but this one is not any better than mine. I only use swords, although that's not a horrible dagger. Again, my gloves, I'm looking to just upgrade ranks of PenShot and rapid fire. So if the gloves don't compare well, their boots are done. Rings I need to check. That's not a critical strike chance and critical strike damage on the same ring. Just don't see it that often, but the other two rolls are shitty. Don't need them. And therefore, no good. Hey, Burn One, I don't know if you can still hear me, but I sent you a friend request, or I think I did. So if you accept, we can run some Durials. But again, I don't have crystals. I only have eggs. I don't have the shards. Let's see. Nope, he didn't accept my friend request. Oh, wait, he said he was eating. He's getting on now. Okay, cool. I ate already. I had a croissant and a cup of coffee for breakfast. I'm still working on my last sip of coffee. Gonna need another one of those pretty soon, I think. And I gotta figure out why my game sound is not coming through on stream. I'm not sure if it's Diablo 4 or if it's my sound mixer that is not working the way it's supposed to, but for some reason I don't have game sound coming through on my stream, and it's really boring to not hear anything in the background other than my voice. So I got to figure out. Oh, he's hitting the coffee now. Right on, Burn One. Uh, my favorite coffee brand is called Two Brothers. It's a local coffee company that my wife found in Chicago, and they make really good coffee, and we get it here. Great stuff. Kind of a coffee snob. We like really good coffee. While we're waiting, let's run another dungeon real quick, since we can do some. We'll go a little bit lower this time, so it's not such a slog. I do want to finish. I do want my glyph XP. And typically I don't kill all the trash, so this time I'll try to just run through quick. Oh, sweet, Seattle. What does getting to 21 do? Okay. Um, so if you look at your Paragon board, I'm assuming you're asking about Paragon glyphs. So when these glyphs go on your board, they're level 1. And each level you add to them, they add more and more bonuses, and they max out at level 21. At level 15, they grow in size. So initially, when you first put, like, let me put one of these ones that's not leveled in. Watch this paragon. Watch the red area around this paragon. See how it shrinks? When it's level 1 through 15, it only covers this small area. But once you get it up to level 15, bam, it covers a much bigger area, so you can get more nodes under the influence of that paragon glyph. And then when you level it from 15 to 21, it adds additional bonus onto whatever you've already got. So, for example, this Pride glyph here grants 95% bonus to all rare nodes within range. at level 21, that bonus is up to 125%. So that's all that grinding those glyphs does, is it just puts them up higher, and gives you more of a bonus. So it's the only way really you can make your character better. Once you've got all your gear the way you want it, you got your aspects the way you want it. The only way you can make your character better after that is really the Paragon board and those Paragon glyphs. And by leveling them all up to 21, you maximize all the bonuses that they give you. Cool. All right, let's see. See what we got in this dungeon. Yeah, grind time, exactly. Got to get back in there and get all those guys up to 21. It's like leveling a character. It's like leveling a character after you've leveled a character. Oh boy. I'm stuck in it. I'm locked in here. I don't like when I can't move, and it feels like that right now. I'm very claustrophobic in this game. Oh, I got stunned and killed. See, this is why I don't love the stone and the ink vaults, because there's so much stun locking that goes on. Another reason I don't love this season, because you're supposed to run vaults, and all the mobs in the vaults are stun lockers. And I get why they did it, because if they didn't, it'd be way too easy. It's already easy as it is, generally speaking. But if they didn't have stun locking, it would be way too easy to get through these dungeons, these vaults, because you can just run by most of this trash, which is what I should be doing. I should be killing the elites only, and there's a lot of defenders here. All right, now they're gone. There's the Godslayer crown working. I wish I saw that thing proc a lot more often. Tell you that. Does not proc enough. It should be like 70% of the time when you kill an elite, not 35. Oh. It just doesn't help you enough. And you're giving up an aspect to get Godslayer. So the benefit and the aspect roll has to be good. And I just want to see more. I want to see more benefit out of Godslayer crown. It's unique. It should feel like a unique. It should be a build maker, even though it's not an uber unique. It's still a unique. Okie dokie. See, I was not careful there. Normally, I would take my time and miss that trap on purpose. Instead, I just ran through it because I don't want to be bothered. And it's partially because I'm not playing hardcore, and again, I feel lazy when I'm not playing hardcore. I don't have to. There's nothing at stake. If I die, I die. If he dies, he dies. But when I play hardcore, I don't I don't cut any corners. I'm very meticulous. And you have to be if you want to play hardcore and stay alive for any length of time. You have to be meticulous. If you have any kind of a meticulous nature, like if you put models together, you do Legos, any kind of stuff like that, then playing hardcore is really going to appeal to you. Because everything has to be just so. Your play style, what you choose to do and not do is very carefully manicured and selected. That was dumb of me to stand there and get stunned. See, I love that PenShot destroying the entire room moment. It feels fun. It just feels fun. Those moments feel fun. That's where the game is working. When you do a pen shot and the whole room clears and you can feel it. You can feel the fun. And that's what's so frustrating about this season is that the game is fun, the season kind of isn't, so you're torn. You want to play the game, you also want to have fun, and you're in the middle. I'm in the middle with it all. I'll try to get these cooldowns back before we do this. There we go. That worked out. What's a 71? I should definitely be able to clear this without paying attention. Should have been able to clear the last one without paying attention. It's not the paying attention that's the problem so much as it is the giving a shit. I have to give a shit. When there's no risk of permanent death, I just don't give that much of a shit of what they're throwing at me. See how I purposely pulled the lever and made that room bigger before I blew it up? Ha 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 ha. Collect some shattered stones. Why? I do not know. Meticulousness there. Beautiful. Meticulousness there. Beautiful. I wasn't going to kill that trash, but then the nightmare portal popped up, so I figured I'd kill it. There's an elite in the hallway, and I want to kill him because I want my cooldown reset. Uh, uh. There. Cooldown reset. All right. A couple more. Oh, this is it. We're in the final. Oh, I forgot about this room. Okay. I like the middles here. Oh, this worked out where I could just stand here. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, there we go. I got it. Should have moved. Should have moved there, but didn't. There's my boy. There goes my boy. Clean up this last trash. Elite trash. This is so you're playing your first barb. I played a barb about halfway through last season, hardcore, and I lost it. Otherwise, I would have played it all the way to the end. I had a good time with the barb. Barb is really good this season. They seem to really like the barbs. They are helping the barb class a lot. Everybody's playing a barb. I haven't started one yet, but I definitely will. Maybe my next hardcore character will be a barb. In fact. Hey, I was going to say, where's the glyph stone? All right, and now we're on the way to the last one being leveled up. Barb is fun. That's all I'm going to say. All right, cool. I see everybody else playing them. Which style of barb are you playing? Barb has not been good. No, it hasn't been good since day one. And I think a lot of people expected Whirlwind Barb, spin to win, to be great, but it isn't. Hoda, yeah. Charge Hoda. Did you level up with Charge Hoda? Yeah, that's the freaking good one, man. I should try it. I always like Rogue, man. Yeah, Charge Hoda. Were you running into walls? Running mobs into walls where they couldn't be killed? I have a friend with my charge bill doing 9 million plus. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Unsync. What's up? That's insane, right? All right, let's go dump this pack of gear, and then we'll see who's ready to go. Oh, all right, so I left some stuff behind someplace. So I usually will sort because I don't have to look at heads. I do have to look at chests. I don't have to look at bows. I do have to look at crossbows, but that's not a 925. I don't look at daggers really. I do look at swords, but I don't kind of don't need to. I need one more roll. I actually just need to roll core damage on my current sword and I'm done with it. So the gloves are of no use to me unless they have PenShot, rapid fire, attack speed, and crit strike chance in some way on them. Pants I could use an upgrade. I need DR, as I'm missing one roll on my pants. I get really freaky with the affixes, man. I want 4 of 4 wherever possible. So I take my time and am meticulous when it comes to looking at boots are good. I can't get my boots any better than they are, except for higher rolls. Icy Alchemists I do use. 3185 is a low roll though, and that ring is not good. And I am looking for a neck. I want a neck with weapon mastery, ranks of imbuement skills, total armor and damage reduction, or movement speed and total armor. Okay, let me see. Unsync. What's your? Send me a friend invite. Unsync. Diablo 10 number 1357, and then I will invite you. All right, so we should have burn one is our friend request. Got it? What's up, dude? And then I think I have Snick already. No, he got him. All right, cool. All right. So burn one. I don't have mats. Yeah, we played together. It's been a while since I streamed. I haven't streamed in a couple of months. It's my first morning screaming in a while. All right. Now, I have eggs for Duriel, but I don't have shards. I'm happy to contribute my eggs for the cause. I'm down for the cause. But I'll show you my mats here. I have one shard, 13 eggs. The only Uber I'm looking for is Shaco. If I happen to come across a Doombringer, I'd slot that right in for the damage reduction, but the Shaco. Oh, dude. Well, I don't know how I can pay you back for all that, but that's pretty amazing. Thank you. You must be a hardcore farmer. Okay. I've got some Varshan mats I can contribute. I'm missing femurs, but I have the rest of the stuff. I just burned up some of my Duriel mats the other day, the little bit that I had. I hate. I used to love farming hell tides. I don't love farming hell tides anymore. Because they make you do it. Anytime they make you do something in a game to advance, it starts to become unpalatable. I like it when it's optional to do hell tides for gear, or if you want, X or Y. But when they force you into hell tides to enchant your gear, that is a little frustrating. Okay, let's go port to our guy. He's already in the world's bubo, whatever that is. What is the world's bubo? The world's bubo. Okay, yeah, wow. How did you manage that, dude? You must have farmed your ass off. Oh, he's got one shot capability too. Can't thank you enough, man. Can't thank you enough. Even one run is appreciated deeply. Oh, wow, he got the Harley? On one he one shotted the Harlequin crest. How about that? Wow. Wow. How do I know it's an Uber unique? Okay, so first of all, there's only like 5 of them in the game at all. So there's Harlequin Crest, there's a Ring of Starless Skies, I think it's called. There's a necklace. Um, what the hell's the necklace called? It's gonna drive me crazy. Uh, there's a sword. There's a staff. Um, so if you get Harlequin Crest, that's you'll know. He's got that one shot on the boss deal going. Meow. Oh, hey. Didn't one shot him this time. That's all right because he's still going down. I apologize. Bam, there he goes. I apologize. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got an ancestral helm. Come on, baby. Come on, Shaco. Nope, it's Cal the Nameless. Ah. There's 3 helms that drop for me. Cal of the Nameless, the Godslayer crown, and Shaco. So anytime a helm drops, it's like, come on, come on. Same ring twice, bummer. Yeah, that X Files ring falls a lot. They like giving out the X-Files ring. They want everyone to have it. Burn One, you're way too kind, man. Thank you so much for these runs. I can't thank you enough. There goes that one shot mechanic. Big ol' Hoda. All right, I'm going to have to go to the blacksmith or just drop some stuff off. Whoa. I'm going to do the drop stuff off in my bank thing since I can. I'll sort through it later. Currently have some bank space. Dump off a load there. Too kind, so it's very lucky to meet a person like Burn One who is very gracious with his mats. Oops, I accidentally left the dungeon. I hate when that happens. Now I have to wait for 2 loading screens, not just one. This one is slow because people are fighting out here. Sorry, guys. If someone's gonna help you out, the least you can do is be easy to help out and be on time to the fun. Jeez. Let's see how much damage I can put on Duriel in one shot here. I don't have my one-shot gear. Yeah, I can take him about a third of him. Oh, he's gonna hide. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Oh, X-Files. Pretty sure that's gonna be. Yep. I usually charge for this. Sometimes it doesn't proc. Yeah. Same thing. I have this little routine I have to do to get myself loaded up to proc. Yeah. Well, hell, if your bags are full, then I'm gonna empty out too, just so we're on the same page. And it'll be quick for me because I only have one pile of stuff. No good on the neck. Rings. I've never had such bad luck with getting perfect pants. My pants have always been really easy. Pants and chest have always been really easy. I'm kind of surprised I'm having such a hard time with it this season. Yeah, I usually charge for this. Well, I was going to offer you gold, at least. I mean, I can't possibly make up for. I don't have enough gold to pay you for the mats. Gloves and rings. Which rings? You're after Starless Skies, I imagine. What gloves? Oh, Ring of Red Fuhrer, but an upgraded roll. Those max rolls help with the Fury generation. Fury gen. That's one good thing about Rogue this season is that energy generation is really easy. It's not. I'm never starved for energy, or the only time I'm starved for energy is when I play stupid. Um, you craft Uber Uniques at the Alchemist. You break the Uber Unique down at the blacksmith to get the shards or crystals, and then you take. When you have 5 of them, you go to the Alchemist and you can craft your Uber Unique. Pretty cool deal. Except I know a lot of people that have done hundreds of runs and have 0 Uber Uniques. Never mind getting 5 to get the one you want. They should make it so that regular uniques, so Uber uniques, it takes 5 to make one. They should make like maybe 50 or 100 regular uniques makes one Uber unique. I think that would make Uber uniques a lot more accessible for the average player who really only wants one build making piece. Most people, it's Shaco. I hear the most people are after Shaco. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I like the idea that at least they added something to the game where you can craft them, because it does get to be like, you're just doing the same boss over and 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 over. I don't think I had enough overs there, but they need to make it so that these are build making pieces of equipment. You got to have it. I've only had an Uber unique once so far. Exactly, burn one. Who has 5 to salvage if you're lucky to even have one that's not what you need? I think my clan leader has 5 to salvage. I think he saved him. You've only got 2 on hundreds of, like literally hundreds of runs. Yeah. I got a Harlequin crest with like 2 weeks to go in season 2. It was kind of a slap in the face. All right. Can't say thank you enough times to Burn One for making this show more interesting than it ever would have been otherwise with these Durio runs. Because me running dungeons is not that interesting. It's not compelling TV. But the chance of Uber Uniques, that is compelling TV. I keep getting chest armor, man. I keep getting the chest leathers. They really want me to wear the Scoundrel's leathers, but I don't use inner sight. I use combo points. Bums. Yeah, good RNG. That's what Diablo is all about. Random number generation of the best kind. Take a quick look at some of these. Take a gander. PenShot Twisting Blades, PenShot Barrage, Leathers. Oh, there's imbuement skills, but no, it's paired with thorns and other things I don't need. Man, most seasons I'm very lucky with gear. This season has been a grind, and I'm talking I leveled a 64 hardcore, 100 hardcore, 100 softcore, and another 50 hardcore, and I'm just not seeing the gear this season. It's the affixes that I usually do very well with that I'm not doing as well with this season. All right, having seen how this fight plays out, pretty sure I could solo this boss even if I can't one-shot him. Another chest armor. Leather, Scoundrel's leathers, man. They really insist on that for me. Yeah, thank you for the runs, dude. I hope you get something. I hope you get your item for this that you're looking for, that Ring of Red Fury with the top roll on it. Where am I going? What am I doing? Really? I'm going to bring my one-shot stuff next time and see how much damage I can do before he downs it. Next trip to the blacksmith. Yeah, Varshan. Yes. I could use a better condemnation from Varshan. And I would like to experiment with Sky Hunter, although I do not think I will bring it into my build. If I had a 925 Sky Hunter, I would play with it. Yeah, I can take about a third of his health without the boss gear. With the boss gear, I'm interested to see what the mechanic is. This time it's boots. Flicker step. Not helpful to me. Good for ball lightning. Not bad at all for ball lightning, the flicker step, if you're running that build. Oh yeah, we should probably do gear. It's a good roll. Ugh. Okay. You let us know, Burn One, when you're ready to move to Varshan. So, have you guys seen any video from last epoch? And if so, what do you think? If you haven't, or you don't know what last epoch is, it's another ARPG that's coming out um, on February 23rd. It's out already. It's like it's been out in its beta form, but they're releasing it officially February 23. And it's an action RPG that's supposed to compete with Diablo. I'm curious to know if you guys have checked it out at all, and if so, what your thoughts are. I think I may try it. It has a lot of the quality of life um, improvements that this game lacks in terms of loot filters and blacksmith filters and loot getting picked up for you instead of you having to click on it, and just stupid little things like that that make this game harder to play than it needs to be. Problems they solved in Diablo 3, really, that they should have grandfathered into D4, but for some reason didn't do. Well, for some reason being they didn't want to be like D3. Haven't heard of it, but I hope it'll be like Pal World to Pokemon. I've heard of Pal World. I used to play Pokemon Go. I was a serious Go player, but I stopped around Gen 4. That's when I stopped, when they released Gen 4. Did Pal World make Pokemon become a better game? Because, all right, last Durio run. Good luck, everybody. Then we'll go to Varshan. Easy one shot that time. Come on, Helm. Nope, it's Boots. Another flick a step. Flick my step. All right, let's go to the tree. Unsync, I was the only one in my country to create a US account to play Pogo day one. What country are you, Unsync? Romania. Wow. Are you playing from Romania right now? Halfway around the world, buddy. Almost. I know I said it already, Burn One, but thank you a lot for those Duriel runs, man. That was awesome. Definitely makes the stream more interesting and fun and helps. I'm bummed that you didn't get something that you were after, but I appreciate the help. Yeah, let's clear out the bank. It's a good Juggernauts roll. Quickening Fog. That's a good roll. Okay, I'll keep those guys. So here's how I do my bank for my aspects. I save 5 slots. I shouldn't be saving 5 anymore because I have most of the gear that I need. But I save 5 versions of the aspect. The highest rolls go on the outside so I can grab them quickly, and then they descend. So I always have my best roll out here, and I always have my worst roll toward the middle in here. And you can see I have Rapid, Edge Masters, Resistant Assailants, Accelerating, Trick Shot, Juggernauts, Archon Hum. Oh, I'm sorry, Quickening Fog, Expectant, and Icy Alchemists are the aspects that I use. I have a bank of them saved up. I don't even need this many anymore. Quickening Fog, I have a 2.9 roll. That's the best roll I've got, so I'm just going to add that. Oops. Add that to my bank. And Juggernaut at 45.54 is the second best roll that I have. So I'm going to junk this low roll and slot this guy in. And then I have way too many uniques. I need to dump some, make room. Things that I'll never wear. And then put some of these guys back in. Ditch the trash. You guys are ready, and I'm holding you up again because I suck. All right, here we go. Sorry. I hope Unsnick got something decent. I I didn't, but I don't care. Hey, we got a joiner, Boney. What's up, Boney? Boney has joined the stream, everyone. Join the party. Now we'll do some Varshan. Hopefully these guys get some good stuff in here. I'm looking for an updated Condemnation Dagger in here. A 925 Condemnation with a max roll. And I'd like to see a good Sky Hunter for experimental purposes. There's a bow. Started it right off with a Sky Hunter. 910. All right. That's not horrible, though. That's a good start. Frankly, I haven't seen that many Sky Hunters in my Varshan runs this season, so it's good to see them. Yeah, so on Snick, Duriel gives 925, and then any Nightmare dungeon higher than 90, I believe, gives 925 gear. And then other than that, it's kind of up to chance. I thought I remembered reading something that said world bosses give you 925 gear if you're level 100, but it's not true. I don't know where I read that. For some reason, I thought it was in patch notes that they were changing boss drops to encourage higher level people to still do bosses, but I haven't seen it. You can get 925 gear in here. I've got 925 bows. I've definitely got 925 gear in Varshan. It's just not guaranteed to drop like it is with Duriel. Got another bow drop. It's also level 900. No, it's even lower. And the rolls aren't great either for the aspect. But that piece is just for experimental purposes anyway. I think I can't bring it into my build because I would suffer too much from losing all stats. Yeah, sometimes you can go through these and not get a unique. So there's sometimes he won't drop a unique. I think the closer you are to level 100, the more likely he is to drop a unique. I think. I don't know that. RNG, baby, let's go. That's right. How much RNG can we squeeze into a night? Hey, I have a question. What do you guys think of the hand cam? Is the hand cam of any use, this hand cam, or do you can I do away with it? Another bow. Man, they are trying to give me a good one. They just keep getting worse, though. I went from 910 to 900 to 855 on the bows. And the only place, well, the only place it's like really important to have 925 gear is your weapon. And you could make an argument for the jewelry because you get the max rolls on resistance, but it's such a minimal amount, it's not that important. But as long as your armor is at least item level 780 or higher, it's going to have max rolls on it. The possibility for max rolls, I should say. So you don't really need 925 armor. It just helps with having more armor. It's really the only thing item level adds on armor is more armor. But on weapons, it adds DPS, and on jewelry, it adds resistance potential. So in those places, it's better to look for the 925 gear. With jewelry, it's at least 890. Hey, good job, Boney. At least somebody is getting some good stuff. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. And this time I didn't get a unique to drop. Right on. Unsnick got 2 Butcher's Cleavers, so one of those is probably worth using. Uh, yeah, I've had a terrible season for RNG. Usually I am very lucky. There was season 1, I had like all, remember the max was 890, I want to say. I can't remember. But I had all max gear by like level 85. I was running around in my final gear. I had aspects rolled 4 of 4 on almost everything, 3 of 4. I should say affixes. It was a good season. After the Shaka, well, yeah. I wish I had luck for the Shaka. Ooh, 2 runs in a row, no unique. That's unusual. But obviously that can happen. Totally full. Need to unload at the blacksmith at this point. Yeah, bags, exactly. All right, so I'm not going to keep any of these Sky Hunters because I can't use them. any sort here. Heads we don't look at. Bodies or chests we do. These bows are not going to cut it. I got like no 925s from this. Pants I check. Damage no. Rings I check. Amulets I definitely check. Ugh. Nope, not worth it. Okay. I'm through at the blacksmith. So we have one for sure upgrade so far. Our guy got his ring. He left though, right after he got it. And we know Snick got something. And it's been interesting. It's been very fun this morning, and mostly because of Burn One coming to help us out with some awesome mats. Otherwise, this would be me running through vaults. Boring. Yeah, he got his ring. He's like, woo, got it. See ya. I got to go put a hole in this and upgrade it and try it, do some stuff with it. Got all excited. Unsnick, can you use the Butcher's Cleaver, or is that not something that's in your build? Ah, bummer. Oh, you guys are in there again, and I'm holding us up. Oh, we didn't reset the dungeon yet. Okay, cool. I thought I was holding us up. I got the Talisman and Godslayer's Helm, so I can use it in Pulverized Druid, which I might switch into. Cool. I've always kind of built my character around the gear that I had until I had the gear that I wanted. No, Varshan requires completely different materials. He has 4 things you need for him: blackened femur, gurgling head, uh, some kind of heart, and what's the 4th thing? Hand, trembling hand. All of which you get from different like after you kill bosses, sometimes these guys pop up The whisper caches have them in them. Couple ways to get the vat mats for Marshawn. Wow, that's 3 straight runs without a unique. They are punking me today. Hey, if you're enjoying the stream, having a good time, hanging out with us, first of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, drop me a like, drop me a follow, subscribe. I'm not able to see chat in Facebook or YouTube, but I am looking at chat in Twitch. So if you're in there with me, I can respond to you. If you're in YouTube or Facebook, I apologize for not replying to you. But I can only see chat right now from Twitch. Twitch TV / Dante Benuto is the channel. Twitch.tv / Dante Benuto. Facebook, it's Dante Benuto's Gaming Extravaganza. And on YouTube, it's Dante Benuto 9500. Not sure where that number came from. Think, oh, for sure. Let me go grab some eggs out of my bank, dude. Let me see. How many? Well, I'm gonna give you 8 eggs. How's that sound? I have a total of 13. So I'm just gonna say 5. 5 for myself. Burn 1. Invite to trade. Eggus. And that's the least we could do, Burn 1. Thank you so much for these runs, dude. Oh, Snick. Oh, he's not. He's eggless. He's got no eggs. Do you want any Varshan mats for the runs, or are you good with that? I was gonna say I'll contribute my other 5 eggs on behalf of Snick. All right, you bet, Burn 1. Thank you. I can't thank you enough, dude. I mean, 8 eggs hardly says thank you. Yeah. So on Snick, the easiest way to get the mats is to do whispers, because they come in the tree of whispers caches that you get. Another run with no unique. This is crazy, dude. I haven't ever seen this many runs with no unique in it in a row. Dirty bastards. Low down, dirty RNG bastards. I would even. I don't even care about 925 armor. If it has the right affix rolls, I'm in. Same with the neck, dude. I don't even care what. If a neck has the right affix rolls, I'm in. Necks are so hard to get good ones of. Um, Wowhead on Snick. Wowhead has a really good guide to help you understand the progression for season 3 of how to get the mats to do the different bosses. Essentially, you do Hell Tides to get Living Steel, and then the Living Steel lets you kill one of the bosses who drops one of the Duriel mats. And Varshan here drops the other Duriel mats. Another run with no. Wow, man. I'm having a really bad RNG with the uniques. It is a lot of grinding to get the mats for Duriel. The eggs aren't that bad if you're leveling up doing whispers, because you get a lot of whisper caches, you're going to have a lot of Varshan mats. So Snick, the fastest way to Varshan mats is do whisper caches. Just keep doing them over and over and over and over again. You'll get all the hearts, heads, hands, and legs that you need. And then once you have those, you can do Varshan runs. That's what gives you this eggs. That's one half the Duriel mats you need. The other half of the Duriel mats you need, you get through doing Helltide, getting Living Steel, killing the boss Grigor, and then him dropping the shards. Then you take the shards from Grigor, you take the eggs from Varshan, 2 of each for a Duriel run. So, as he says, it's a lot of grinding. It's Grigor who drops at Shards of Agony. Okay, I want to look at that. 906. And a 28% roll, not bad. Great aspect roll. Yep, that's what he was looking for. Sweet. Very cool. I'm glad you got your ring, dude. That rocks. You need 2 for 1 Duriel run, Snick. You need 2 Shards of Agony and 2 eggs. Grigor mats. I believe I have some Living Steel. I have enough for a couple of runs. Let's see what I've got here. I have enough for 3 runs. Living steel. Let me just triple check this because I don't want to talk out of class. So let me link this copy and I'm going to put this into chat for you guys. Unsnick, this is mainly for you. That link will take you to a Wowhead page that has a guide to all of the Season 3 bosses and how you get the mats for them. And there's a diagram on the progression for how you get the mats from which boss and where that takes you. In fact, I'll put it up on my screen if you give me a sec. Here's the web page. Here's this Grigor the Galvanic Saint. You go to Hall of the Penitent, you kill him, you get living. You have to do 5 living steel. And here's that diagram I'm talking about on this page that shows you the progression through the season. Now you're already past 1 through 50, 50 to 70, so you're concerned about end game. So you can see here, Whisper Caches give you the mats for Echoes for Varshan. Helltide gives you the mats to fight Grigor. And then getting Grigor kills gives you shards. And killing Varshan gives you eggs. You use both of those mats to do Doriel. So if you go to that web page, it should help kind of describe the whole progression. Um, and it doesn't just have Grigor, it has all the bosses. I'm going to start heading towards Halls of the Penitent because we can do 3 runs without him even buying mats. Where the hell is it? It's near Gaekul. Or no, Dry Steps. Where the hell was this? Yeah, here it is. It's near Ked Bardu. Ked Bardu. That sounds like some Star Wars town. Now we are going to do some Grigor runs. The only thing he drops that I need are, and I don't really need them, I just would get an upgrade. For my boss killing set, there's boots called Beastfall boots, and they really do make beasts fall, so they're appropriately named. And I do have a set, but I could go for a better roll on my set. But I have 3 living steel, so I can actually sponsor a couple of these runs. I wouldn't mind getting a few shards myself, actually. Zone to me when ready. I have enough living steel for 3 runs for us. Okay. Burn one just. You must have unlimited funds. Wow, look at you. This guy's. Burn one is a rich man. Running with T-Bull's Will. Grandfather. Shaco. Not bad. Not a bad season of uniques. And now he has the upgraded Ring of Red Fuhrer with the 28%. Almost max roll. I'm going to sponsor our first run. Gloves first. Grasp of Shadow. Yick. $200 million for 50. Jeez. You can zone to either one of us, Nick. We're both in the zone. I got room for one more run here before I got to go to the blacksmith. That was, I don't know how I got loaded up on shit, but I got a bunch of stuff in my bags now. 2 Grasp of Shadow in a row. Gloves I would never ever use. It's just a unique for the sake of having a unique in the pool. Very frustrating. I had to blacksmith it really quick here. Where'd I get all these rings? You can warp to me. I'm inside the chamber. Wow. So I have 200 million, but that's just would give me mats for Grigwar. I would spend everything I have on that. Here's some boots. Could be Beastfall boots. And they are not. They are Penitent Greaves, which I used to love as a rogue, but are no longer rogue-like items. People charge 150 million for 10 runs of Duriel. That's not that big. That's not that bad, actually. You have a pretty good chance of getting what you need in 10 runs of Duriel. I got about 230 million, and I haven't sold any gear this season. I used to be a gear seller. And I made tons of money, and that's when I could buy stuff. But I haven't sold any gear this season at all. So I'm low on the fundage. I sponsored this one, Burn One. There's an amulet. It's the stupid rogue one that nobody wants, Ward of Hakan. Because nobody uses Rain of Arrows. Yeah, when you think about it, buying 50 living steel, that's somebody farming hell tides for hours. It's 5 hours of that, basically. 5 hours of farming living steel. It's an expensive proposition. I got one more living steel. There's those gloves again. Thanks for the follow, Burn One. Appreciate it very much. Very seldom have I had someone help me and follow me on the same day. It's more usually I'm helping them and then they follow me. You helped me a lot, and I appreciate it. No, dude, are you kidding me? This is great, and it's fun, and we're communicating, and I like it. And you'll have shards to take you through some Duriel runs, take some other folks through some Duriel runs, hopefully get what you're after. I got 3 shards. That brings me to a total of 4, so I have 2 Duriel runs in my back pocket as well. If you want to do a few more, I'll sponsor a couple. There's those gloves again. Oh man, well you ran us through like easily 5 or 6 of those runs. Least I could do is sponsor a couple. Are you getting 2 shards to drop or just 1? Does he ever drop 2 shards or does he always drop only 1 shard? Because I know Varshan will drop 2 eggs sometimes. But I don't know if this dude drops always only 1 shard or if he ever drops 2. 1, sometimes 2. Okay, if you happen to get lucky. Bags. Bags, 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 bags. Bloody clasp, no. Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to upgrade my legs at this point. I would need a really good roll. Perfect 4-man, 3 of 4 or 4 of 4 roll. This should be called the Hacko. You have the Shacko that everybody wants. This is called the Hacko, which nobody wants. Interesting neck, but not interesting enough. Beam and skills, DR from close, cooldown reduction. That's kind of actually interesting, but it's nerfed. It's nerfed. All right. Back to the Grégoire. I should have just zoned into one of you guys. Another hacko. I like calling it that. I think that's my new name for that. So, Unsnick, the way it works is only the person who puts the mats into the brazier gets the shards when they come out. So you have to be the one to put the materials in order to get the egg or the shard. Yeah, no, has if you don't yeah, if you don't put the mats in the brazier, you don't get the shards. So your luck is better than you think. This time we got boots. It's again penitent. Yeah, it does. It comes down to luck. The whole game, really, at the end of the day, comes down to luck. It's kind of crafted luck because they guide the luck in your direction a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. The gear that falls, at least, it's like for your class. May not have the good rolls on it, but at least I'm not getting barbed gear on my rogue. Which used to happen a lot in D3. You'd get gear for other classes on your main character, which could be helpful, but also could drive you a little bit insane when you're trying to shop for something specific. Wow, they keep dropping the penitent greaves. 3 in a row. Going to use up all his steel. That's 5. It's 10 runs total. We've done at least 5 or 6 so far. Good tag-alongs. It's always good to have some tag-alongs. Another Hacko. You guys get the Shacko. I end up with the Hacko. The Hacko, as I'm calling it, is the word of Hakan. It's a very useless snack for rogues. The word of Hakan buffs Rain of Arrows, which is an ultimate rogue skill. It's just not one that's used very much. Oh, that was. Oh, shoot. I can't even believe I just did that. I was about to say that was nice. It wasn't nice. Because I clicked on the exit. Wow. 4 penitent greaves in a roll. In a roll. In a row. In a roll is right, though. They really want me to have these boots. It is loot time as well. Bags be full. Uh, Largely burning living steel requires a lot of Helltide work. 275 Helltide cinders for 5 living steel only. How long does it take to farm up 275? I don't know, probably about 10, 15 minutes. Depends on your class. Ball lightning wizards seem to be able to farm twice as fast as like barbs, rogues. I was thinking of making a sorcerer just for that. just to farm Helltide. It's so much more fun. Helltide needs a buff in terms of the mob density, I think. Just not enough mobs. It feels kind of slow and plodding. Rota means rotation. So you get like 4 people with Duriel mats, and they all take turns spending the mats, and everybody shares the gear. But usually you have to have at least, excuse me, at least 10 of each material in order to join those rotations, because everybody takes turns. Sure. So it's always good if you get enough Duriel mats to run Duriel, find 3 other people that also have mats and run it together. Don't run Duriel solo, even if you can. Unless you just have enough mats that you don't give a crap for Duriel and you want to run it solo. But it's always better to run it in a group and share in the loot. Yep, there's another Hacko. Come on, 500 Hackos for a Shacko. Even if it was 100 Hackos for a Shacko. I think it should be 100. 2 bank tabs worth of regular uniques for an Uber unique. I think that's totally fair. There goes my hacko. All right. No problem, burn one. I am about to take a break. After the next run, I think I'll have to take a break. I got to take the dog for a walk. Some things I got to do. We've been running live for about 2.5 hours so far today. Probably come back a little bit later too. But it's been fun. Got some Duriel runs. Got some Grigwar runs. Got some Varshan runs in. Got some gear for our buddy here on Snick. Burn one got a ring he was after. I didn't quite have as much luck, but that's because I've got pretty good stuff and bad luck. Yeah, I'll be back on in a little while. But I'm going to set the outro music for the stream, and I'll be back a little bit later. I can't thank you enough for the runs, Burn One. That was awesome, and it was nice meeting you and fun rapping with you. I appreciate the materials and the runs more than I can say, and certainly more than I can repay in the game. But yeah, man, appreciate it very much. Peace.